All right, for those of you that don't watch my super boring, super droney update videos, this is the Glock 34 first episode standalone video. So I had a Glock 34 on my list, and I pretty much, the Glock 19s that I've been going through and some of the other Glocks in general, I did still want to run a 34. I got a chance to shoot one very briefly, and I learned that it's a very, very nice shooting gun. So I wanted to give it a shot. This one was sitting at Cabela's used with a ridiculous price tag on it. And I said, if I can get it for this price, I'll get it, and I can check it off my list for cheaper. So here it is. Now, I also, in my head, wanted to run Trijicon HDs on it and possibly a few mag extensions and see what I can do with it with a relatively stock gun. And it's already in its final form for me. The only thing I have to do is order more magazines with these Vickers base plates and probably a grip plug. That's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to do too much to it. I'm just going to continue to run it and see how it shoots. I had to rescue it. It was covered in this crap. Which I could see right away. And I'm almost positive it's the same dude that I bought the USP 9 SD from. Now I'm running the light on it just to play with the idea. I'm not, gonna run it in any serious capacity. The best I could probably do with it is home defense. And it would just be nice to have all those rounds on tap, to be honest. But I've literally got so many other guns I've used for years that I'd probably default to just because I'm more comfortable on them. I've used the USP 45, the HK 45, my VP9 even, P30L. So I'm used to those guns, but I will say this one has impressed me so far. It ejects and extracts perfectly. I mean, it's not always consistent, but no brass to the face, no straight up. It's always over my shoulder at 3 o'clock. It runs the 124 ball that I like to run just fine. There's not a lot of muzzle rise. I ran the TLR1 again just to play with the idea, but also to see what 4 ounces at the end of the gun does for it. And it just stays flat. It is a beautiful shooter. I'm going to put a lot more time into it. And look, guys, I already know, yes, I'm giving a Glock a shot. And I'll tell you 20% of it's because I like how it looked in the new John Wick movie, but I also, the 80% is having shot one before, and everybody that has one loves it. There's guys that don't have other Glocks, that the only Glock they have is a 34. So the price was right. They dealt with me. I got it for under $585 out the, well, not out the door, but, I did really well on it. And to the point where driving to my FFL and all this other stuff was, I couldn't beat that price for being at Cabela's right then with that price, plus my 5% military discount. So that was kind of a big deal. And I got out of there with a price I was very comfortable with. Long story short, I'm going to be giving this its due time. I've only put 100 rounds through it so far, and I've got to keep it because somebody decided to put sights on it for me. They heard through the grapevine that that's what I wanted, so she did that for me, and I can't ever get rid of this gun now. So I'm stuck with it, so I might as well run it. And thank God it shoots right. Oh my God, I was so worried about that because the sights went on before I fired the gun. I was like, oh man, I gotta keep it now, so it better work. And luckily, it shoots like a dream. Everybody that's shot it so far, it shoots great. And I'm very, very happy with it. I'm going to continue to run it. I'm going to stock some magazines for it. I think I'm going to Vickers base plate all of the magazines. And, I mean, just very basic modifications from here. I could run it just like this. And I really, really, really want to see how awesome these sights are going to be. And I might use this for some sort of competition shooting in the future. We'll see. It's obviously going to have to be a modified class. But, and I like the free states. It's not like New York State where you only have, the 10 rounds, what I'm used to. So I'll be very happy to be able to run something with a higher capacity and competition, if I so choose. I may just skip it and just play around with it, but we'll see. I mean, I think it has some serious application use, and I know some police officers carry these, but that's kind of a problem right there, that open slide. Not as big of a problem as I'd like to say it is, but it's obviously not combat approved. So, just a quick intro. I didn't get all of the shooting footage because I shot it with somebody and I didn't want to make it awkward. So I just shot it, and then when they left, I got, what, a magazine and a half or 2 magazines of footage. So, but you'll see more of it in the future, and I'll take care of that. And I look forward to shooting it. Actually, it's a nice shooting gun. And if this goes well enough, then I'll get a 17, and then a 19 again eventually, and then that'll be all for my Glocks. Just figured I'd give you all a rundown. Thanks for watching. Take care. Take care of each other. Stay safe. And support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.